Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz are set to have a rematch of their epic battle from last year. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Remstar Says So. So there you have it, guys. Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz 2 is on. I think it's going to be sometime between about October and November. This is a fight that I'm happy to watch. If we're not watching AJ versus Fury, if we're not watching Wilder versus Fury, and if we're not watching Wilder versus AJ, then why not? The first fight between the two of these guys was an absolute barnstorm. This was Deontay Wilder's acid test, and he came through it with an 11th round stoppage and 3 knockdowns in a fight. A lot of people said that there was a bit of controversy throughout that fight after the 7th round when the referee decided to get in and check over Deontay Wilder. So Deontay Wilder wants to go back and, as he said, right these wrongs. I'm absolutely for this fight, and the reason why is because I think it'll be another good one. And I think we've seen the reason why Luis Ortiz did not take that Anthony Joshua fight. When he got in the ring to have a face-off with Wilder after the Brazil fight, he looked fat, he looked out of shape. There was absolutely no way in hell Luis Ortiz was going to be ready in 5 weeks to go and fight Anthony Joshua for the world titles. So this is it. Al Heyman gets to run another fight, and it sounds like this time it's going to be on pay-per-view in the USA. Probably be standard Sky Sports or ITV, whoever puts the most money up in the UK, and then whatever else they decide to run it on other sort of country networks. This is a fight I definitely want to see. Luis Ortiz, even at 40, has still only lost one fight, and that was to Deontay Wilder, and there was a bit of controversy in there, if you want to say that. Deontay Wilder did finish him emphatically with a deadly right uppercut, which made the referee stop in his tracks and not even consider a 10 count. And Luis Ortiz is going to look to try and right those wrongs. I think Luis Ortiz has probably fought twice since he fought Wilder, and Wilder's fought once fighting Dominic Brazil last month actually, and knocking him out within the space of 1 round. What do I expect this time? I expect Deontay Wilder to win again, and this time I expect Deontay Wilder to knock him out in a lot faster fashion than he did before. I think he knows what he's up against. He's been in there with Ortiz, he's been in there with Fury, and now he's going back in with Ortiz again. Deontay Wilder could have picked a much easier fight while waiting for a Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua fight, but, you know, he wants to fight the boogeyman again, and I take my hat off to him. Luis Ortiz, in my opinion, is still a top 5 fighter. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz, and then I'd probably throw in maybe a Povetkin or a Pulev. I don't think Dillian White's quite up there. So in my opinion, this is still a great, credible fight. We all need to see what Deontay Wilder can do. We all saw what happened when he rematched Bermane Stiverne and he took him out in a round. Do I think he's going to be able to batter Luis Ortiz in 1 round? Absolutely not. But let's say, for example, if it took him 11 rounds before, if he can get him out there sometime between about 5 and 9, that would be a strong accomplishment, if doable. But let's not forget, Luis Ortiz is a very technical boxer, and he has a lot of power behind him. Give him a 3-month, 12-week training camp, and he's going to come into this fight sharp, in shape, and he's going to be looking to right his wrong. Deontay Wilder is the only person to put an L on Ortiz's resume on his record, and he definitely thinks that he can get the win next time. I think Luis Ortiz did have Wilder wobbled hard in the 7th round, but let's not forget he never took him off his feet. That's one thing that a lot of people seem to forget. Deontay Wilder's chin is a lot better than what he gets credit for. He did get lit up against Ortiz, but he weathered the storm. Tyson Fury did throw an onslaught of punches and couldn't do nothing to him. Deontay Wilder isn't just power, he seems to have a high punch resistance as well. When you match up the fact that Deontay Wilder came up to 223 for his fight against Brazil, I'd like to see him maybe go up to about maybe 228 to 230 and start preparing to go up to more of a heavier weight, so when he does fight Fury again or AJ, he's going to have more power behind those punches. All I can say is this is a great fight. If I was an American, I'd definitely buy this fight. I'm not too sure why you Americans generally don't get behind Deontay Wilder. This man is giving you an onslaught of highlight reels, and disgusting knockouts. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Are you going to watch this fight again? Are you happy to see it, knowing that we're not getting the Fury rematch and we're not getting the AJ fight? Let me know your thoughts. Hit like, hit subscribe. That's the end of the show because Remstar says so. Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz are set to have a rematch of their epic battle from last year. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Remstar says so.